Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better review. So if you'd like to find out, stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today is the 14-day end of the trial of using the IT Cosmetics foundation, and it's Your Skin But Better. It was really interesting. I will say what I didn't realize afterwards is that the Your Skin But Better claim was actually tested on 10 women. So that's a really small amount of women. You know, when you look at LMS or you look at other makeup brands, it's usually tested on 100 or tested on 2. This was actually tested on 10, and it's on the back in really small writing. So that was interesting. Lots to talk about, some negatives, some positives. One of the positives before we start would be that it didn't break me out, which is really good for me. What I've also been doing is, what I thought I'd do today is do primer and then no primer. But what I have been doing is I got subscribe and save. Not realize, you can tell I've only had one coffee. If you remember, I did a whole queso unboxing 2 years ago when I was at the cottage, and it was really, really interesting. I loved queso, but one of the things I got afterwards, I think a year after that I never did a review on, is their Queso Exceller facial oil. Now it's really beautiful. You can just put one pump, does all over your face. It's beautiful. It's very runny, but that's what an oil consistency would be. Now what I do is in the nighttime I use it by itself, but in the daytime what I've been doing is I get my vitamin E here. I've actually been mixing it in with my moisturizer, so it just gives that extra glow. So it can be used as a primer if you want it to be, if your skin is irritated but you want that glow underneath your skin, which I have put on today. I haven't put a lot on, so what I'll do is just show you. So basically you just pat it into your skin like this if you're using it by itself. I'll just do that quickly because I have already put it on. I'll just put it here, but it's beautiful. It's fig and mulberry. It's really, really nice. And so what I've done is I just mixed it in with my foundation today, and I just use it by itself at night. It's really, really good. So yes, and it's beautiful, beautiful scent. So you get 1.69 fluid ounces, which is 50 mils. I know it looks like a small bottle, but it lasts you so long. So what I've done is I've done a every 2 months subscribe and save on Amazon, because sometimes I look at some products on Amazon and I know I won't get it again, such as like an eyeshadow palette or, you know, like brushes, things like that. I don't do subscribe and save on, but this Queso Exceller oil, and I will link it down below. Queso are an amazing brand. They're animal cruelty free, but I would highly recommend. I know this isn't a review on the facial oil, but I would highly recommend it. Okay, so let's put it on first. And what I was going to do is do one side with a primer, a glowy primer, and one side with nothing. So I've got my mirror here. I just wanted to show you kind of in natural light, because it's what you're going to see when you're out. It's what naturally other people are going to see, but more importantly, it's how it's going to look on your face. So what I'll do is, this is just a tester. This is the Wonder Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. I got it on Cult Beauty. I got their tester size just to see how I felt about it before I put it in my makeup kit. And this is 15 mils. So, but a little goes a long way again. So I'll just open that up. Really nice. Now it has a little tint, but it is, as it goes onto your skin, there isn't like a darkness or a brightness to it. It's literally just almost like has a little glowy look to it, but it's not too shiny. So we're going to do that on one side, and then we're going to leave the other side just with moisturizer. So I'm just going to dot that around. You can barely see it, but I rub it in with my skin, just rub it in with my hands there. So all I'm going to do, because that gives a glow underneath the foundation. There's a lovely, like, fresh kind of rosy smell from it. I'm going to just do the other side, or sorry, one more pump, because I don't think I had quite a little bit there on. It's a bit hard to come out. There we go. So it's not too runny. It's kind of in between watery and thick in terms of the moisturizer or the glow. I'm just going to dab it here. And again, I will put it up on screen. Again, Cult Beauty, it's the tester size. I will put this price up on screen. So yeah, so that's just one side, and you can see it hasn't colored my face. It's given the glow. So that's what I've done. I haven't put on a primer that is going to kind of enhance the IT Cosmetics in any way in terms of color. And this is just like if you want to glow kind of before your skincare in terms of foundation. So that's what I've done. So let's pop that on, and I'm actually going to use today my e.l.f. I got a new e.l.f. buffing brush. It's just their foundation brush. buffing foundation. I'm going to, again, e.l.f. are cruelty free. I've got my hair up in my clips today because I'm about to blow dry it, but I wanted to get this done. So let's just open this. That's what I'm going to use today. And this is what that looks like. I got it direct off the e.l.f. website. Really, really soft. Okay. So we're going to put on our cosmetics, your skin but better. But do remember, and that's something that I realized afterwards, in such small writing, tested on 10 people. I'm in fair warm. I think my skincare does change in terms of foundation when it gets into fall and summer and things like that. So this really does suit me. I got color matched on Cult Beauty, so we're just going to put a little bit there because it is, if we remember from the last time, if you looked at my beginner review, it was really watery. So I'm going to actually just dab it on the face. So we're just going to do this side first, where we've just put that Charlotte Tilbury Glow Primer. And you can see that Glow Primer didn't enhance the colour of my face. It was just giving it that glow. So we're going to go in now with our buffing brush. The difference, I think, when I've used sponges and buffing brushes is that the sponge, because we have it as a damp sponge, takes up a lot of the colour. So I would use, if you're going to use a sponge, use it dry, because just particularly with this product, the sponge almost takes up most of the foundation. So that's what that looks like, and you can see it's just given that glow. It hasn't changed the colour. Now it's medium coverage is what it says, so I've been actually building it throughout the week, because places I realised that it was obviously because of the pandemic, we've all been using and wearing masks, and so the first place it started to come off was this area here, because you're obviously wearing your mask. So let's put it on, and then I'll give you so what we're going to do is just put it on both sides, and then I can kind of give you my full thoughts. So you can see the brush just gives it's quicker, and the great thing about e.l.f. is I never get those, those brush lines or anything like that. So there we go. And we're going to go on the other side. Now, if I'm going to use no concealer, what I can do is just put a little bit more on. Go in with that here, because I just wanted to give it a full try. Just close my eyes, and I'm just going to dab that around. And it will just give us that extra coverage. Okay, we're just giving it the best we can here. So 2 weeks I've worn it. I've worn it when I haven't been working. I've been wearing it when I've been having 2 jobs in Dimensions and Energy Kids. So it's really had a good test and wear. So that is that side of the face. So now we're going to just put the IT foundation on just a face where that side of the face where I've just put moisturizer and the Queso Excellar oil as well. I've just added that in because if you have dry skin, and I definitely do, you can, if you don't want too much of an intense oil feeling in your skin, just mix it in with your day or night cream. Okay, so we're going to go on this side. And again, nothing else but the foundation. Just going to actually take it up with a brush this time. Down the nose. And the other thing I would say is that it does dry really quick, so just keep that in mind. So what I'll do is I'll do the rest of this side and we'll come back. Hi guys, so I've put the rest of my makeup on now. All I've done is for the blush, I've used Emily at Its Joy, which is actually a bronzer, or it can be used as a blush, but I liked it in my eyes. I think it's a lovely colour, it doesn't take over. Then for the blush, I just used the e.l.f. Watermelon, and I set it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. So then I just moved in with my mascara as well, which was from e.l.f. This is something I wanted to show you today too. This is the e.l.f. Geostick. So you've got day to night. So this is day, it shows you day, this is night. Again on the website from e.l.f. So this is day, if I show you, that's what we're going to put on today. And let's look at night before we go into our review. And that's night, if I just show you there. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to use day today. So the things that I really liked about it was that It didn't dry out my skin too much. If I did use a primer, it was okay, which was the W7. Again, what I will say as a negative is the claims. I think they should have kind of tested it on more than 10 women. I don't think I'd buy it again. I think that it is expensive for what it claims, £32, I suppose. When you think of it, cosmetics, they are a higher end. But I do think that L'Oreal True Match, there's a lot of Rimmel out there that would do the same thing. So if that was me, if you were saying, will I buy it, I would go with L'Oreal True Match. I think if you don't have problem skin, it might work better for you. I sometimes have sensitive to combination skin. I'm actually going more dry sensitive skin now. What I did, obviously, I feel personally that this side of the skin, when we use the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Primer, it just looks a lot better. It looks more alive. Even though I've done my blush and contour, if I look up here, I do see the parts that they aren't on. It just looks a bit bland. So I just think for me, I wouldn't buy it again. It might suit maybe younger skin. Again, I think I was in warm 3. Again, what I will say about the colour range is that they do have a really good colour range. Some brands don't. As it gets darker, they kind of just limit the colour and stop halfway, but this has a really good colour range. Again, I think the queso oil that I put into my moisturiser and the glow, I think really enhanced it here. So it had a little bit of a help. But I really specifically didn't put anything on this side because I wanted you to see, as you saw before the makeup was applied, the difference. And I think we could still see a really huge difference. That's it really. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Will I use it? Maybe. I don't know. My skin tone seems to change colour, obviously, with everyone through the seasons. So my skin does get lighter as we get into fall, winter. Spring kind of gets a little bit tanned, and then summer. But I don't think I'd buy it again. If you want to try it, definitely buy it. For you, it might work amazingly. I do like It Cosmetics as a brand, so I would be interested to see their CC cream. I know e.l.f. are doing kind of a dupe for that too, the Cameo cream. So yes, I do think there's some positives. The positives are it doesn't break your skin out. The positives are it's light. You can actually even move it in with your hands if you don't want to use a blender or a brush. I've actually sometimes when I've been in a rush, I've actually used it kind of this the way you'd put a moisturiser on. I've done the same thing. I've put a pump on, warmed it up in my hands and kind of moved it around the face. Again, it just does come off quite early. And the other thing I might have mentioned earlier is that when I have my concealer and they kind of meet throughout the day, it just comes off in a bit of clumps. So I wouldn't buy it again. I think the claims again, before we kind of go on to the e.l.f. lipstick, I do feel that it's quite unfair that to kind of put a label as your skin but better, and they add in skincare. They actually have that on the label. So it says your skin but better, foundation and skincare. It actually has that on the label. So I wouldn't not do my routine beforehand. So definitely do your skincare routine. You know, your moisturizer, your toner, keep doing that. Your cleansing, and then add this on. But it does say that it actually makes that, enhances that. So for me, it didn't. There's nothing wrong with it, I guess. I do have dry skin, so maybe that was kind of a combination too. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it just doesn't suit dry skin. But again, color range is great. No sensitivity issues. It is light, so it's not that really thick foundation. But for me, I think I'd probably go with something like L'Oreal True Match or something else if you're looking at that kind of budget side, because I think you would get a lot more wear. I think you would be more pleased with that. But do let me know if you've had it before and your experiences with it below. Again, I don't think it's the worst foundation I've ever tried. I just think for me, I wouldn't buy it again for the reasons I said. So yes, I will link it below if you'd like to try it. So this is what we're going to do. So this is e.l.f. Obviously the Geostick. I will put how much it was. So this is the daytime, and it's called the Best of Berries. And again, that's what that looks like. So we're going to apply that now. Really, really creamy too. So that's what it looks like. I'm really liking that. This is my first time trying it with you guys. So we're just going to come in a little bit here with the mirror. The angled tip is really good too, because it really helps you get, you know, the upper line as well. Really soft and moisturizing too. I really, really like that. I think it just suits the whole look. My bronzer is coming off really intense in this light. Maybe there's too much natural light coming through, but it doesn't look as intense off camera. Really, really soft. There's like a candy smell. So what we'll do is we'll actually swatch the night, because obviously I'm wearing the day, so that's what that looks like. And that's called The Best of Berries. And this one is Nighttime Madness. Okay, let's have a look at that. And what we will do is swatch that, because we're not using that today. So that's what it looks like. I'll be really gentle because they're so soft. I don't want to break it. They're really soft texture. And that's what that looks like. And that's the night. And it's so creamy. It just, there's no issues with it kind of in terms of drying. You can't blend it. It's really nice. You could actually mix them as well if you wanted to, just for a little bit more kind of testing. So that's it. Yeah, I like them. So I will put the e.l.f. link, e.l.f. website below. I'm finding that e.l.f. are just such a good brand. I like the fact that they've come out with the Cameo CC cream. And I think they are a good brand if you're going back to school and you're just kind of building up your collection, and you want reliable things that aren't going to break you out, aren't going to cost you humongous amount of money. You've got your, I just think you have so many good choices. To have a look at their going back to school kit too. They also have a skin hydration kit which costs £15, but you get absolutely everything. They're all in travel sizes. It comes in this really nice clear bag. So do have a look at that. But I will link below the go back to school. You've probably heard of it. I think it's been out a while now. But I will link it if you haven't, or you just want to have a look at it. So this is the look today, guys. I think maybe it's just me. I can see a slight difference even now with all my makeup on. But, you know, it's not the worst foundation I've ever tried. I think it was interesting to try. I didn't break out. It was just very drying on my skin, came off really quick. And again, that wasn't just where the mask is. And then it did kind of come off a little bit clumpier around the eyes. So that could just be me, but if you'd like to try it, I will put the link below. Thank you for watching the video today, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.